Okay, let's do a couple simple probability problems. It's the first assignment on the probability and combinatorics unit. So here's an example. If you roll a fair six-sided die, what is the probability that you will roll greater than 4? So that's how you say that. The P stands for probability, and this is what we're trying to find the probability of. So what is the probability that we will roll greater than 4? So to do this, we're going to need to know what the equation is, and it's a very basic equation. So it's going to be the number of favorable outcomes divided by the number of total outcomes. So what goes on top? So actually, let's talk about what goes on the bottom here. The number of total outcomes. So if you rolled a six-sided die, there's 6 different outcomes. So that's the number of total outcomes. But we want to know what the probability of rolling greater than a 4 is. So how many outcomes are greater than 4? So that would be 5 and 6. So if you rolled a 5 or a 6, those are the only favorable outcomes. So there's 2 number of favorable outcomes, and this would be our answer, 2 over 6, or you could reduce, which would be 1 over 3. Or since it says you can round to 2 decimal places, it would also be okay to put 0.33. All 3 of those would work. So let's check my answer here. I'll put 0.33. And that is correct. Next question. So this is a different way of looking at it. If you spin the spinner shown below once, each sector shown has an equal area. Okay. So what is the probability of the arrow not landing on a shaded sector? So in other words, what is the probability of the arrow landing on a white sector? So let's do our favorable. So favorable over total. So the favorable amount of outcomes would be all the white ones. So let's see how many we have there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that goes on top. And then I'm assuming there's 12 altogether, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 12 altogether. So your probability of landing on a not shaded sector would be 6 over 12, or 1 over 2, or 0.5. I will go ahead and put in 6 over 12, just to change it up. And that's it. All of the other problems will be very similar to this. Let me know if you have any questions.